What's up guys, this is Brent with 247parts.com, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to change the carburetor solenoid on your riding lawn tractor. So let's get started. So first step is we need to locate the carburetor on your machine. Now on these John Deeres, especially like this X320, I know that the carburetor is going to be right in front. So to make things easier, I'm going to remove the hood on this machine to where I can get to where I can work on this carburetor a lot easier. So on this machine in particularly, it's just going to be two 10mm bolts I'm going to have to loosen and then disconnect the headlights. And then we can simply raise this hood off, set it out of the way. So now that we've got the hood off and we're right here in the front of the engine, as you can see now we have our carburetor exposed, and then how you'll be able to identify where the solenoid is you'll have one part here that has the wires going to it, and that is what's going to send electricity to this solenoid. So first thing we need to do is unplug these wires from that solenoid. Just like that. Now next, there's going to be a special tool that you're going to need. For this one in particular, you're going to need a 1/2-inch wrench, but you're going to need it to be one of these very skinny wrenches like this. So this is a little bit of a specialty tool. Most wrenches are going to be a lot thicker here on the outside, but why you're going to need this skinnier wrench is because you're looking at trying to get that in this small of an area. So if you can see that, you're going in between the carburetor and the end of your solenoid right here. As the carburetor would be on this side, solenoid on this side, and we're trying to go in between this small area here. So you need one of these skinny wrenches to be able to fit in between there. Now on this one, I can actually get into the side and back behind without taking off any other shrouding. Sometimes you will need to take off more shrouding, maybe take this muffler cover off, these side shrouds, but for this one, I can actually get in there and break this loose without doing that. All right, so once we've got that loose, if you're doing this on the machine or if you're doing this with the carburetor off, one thing you need to keep in mind is that that solenoid is on the bowl, so we need to put some rags or some paper towels underneath to be able to catch that fuel that is going to spill out when you take this solenoid off. So then next, that'll just spin out just like that. So there is our old one, and then we will just go on here with our new one. And then we'll want to make sure and snug this up. And then make sure and plug our wire back in. And that's it. So last thing we want to do is make sure that we are hearing that we're getting power to that solenoid. And what I mean by that is whenever we turn our key switch to the on position, you should hear a click right there at the front of the motor, and that is going to be that solenoid engaging. So we're going to turn the key switch here. And it may be a little bit hard for you guys to hear in the video, but I can hear it as I turn this on that we are getting that click. And I'll go ahead and start this mower up. And everything's good. Now, what you might be experiencing if you do have a bad fuel solenoid on your carburetor is you may be able to start the machine, but then once you try to go any higher on your throttle, it will start to kill the machine, or you may not be able to start it at all because that is not allowing any fuel to go into the carburetor or to be able to process that fuel correctly. So there are a lot of things, a lot of issues that small solenoid there can cause. And so we want to make sure that if we are having issues with our mower, that is one thing that we check. So guys, I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, we just ask you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as that helps us out as well. And also guys, if you have any other questions or comments or feel like I left anything out, make sure to leave a comment down in the comment section so I can be sure to get back with you. And also guys, while you're down there, make sure to scroll up just a little bit into that description tab, check out the link to 247parts.com where you can go to get all of your parts for your John Deere mowers, tractors, gators, compact construction equipment, whatever those things may be. Make sure to check that out. And if you want to see more just all around videos rather than just how to install videos, make sure to check out our other channel called Western Equipment. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure to go buy your parts right here and subscribe right here.